Hey, Joanne, we're back from a week off.
Cheers to you, Denise.
Cheers to Thursday. It felt like there's been 4 Mondays in a row. I texted Joanne earlier. I just went to get new Chanel makeup to match my tan face. Come home, put it on the counter, turn around, accidentally knock it on the floor in the bathroom, shatters everywhere in the grout. I was like, I can't. This is like a Monday thing and it's Thursday. But luckily, I did call them at your suggestion and they said they would give me a new bottle.
That's amazing.
Yay. Okay. So much TV. I feel like I missed so much, even though I watched it here and there on vacation, but I feel like so much has happened. And the finale of Love Island, the winners, everyone predicted won.
Correct.
I still think, and I'm going to stand by this, that they have to, after they get kicked off, all the kicked off people go to a hotel and they film in that hotel while Love Island is still filming. So we get that dynamic of the kicked off people because I think, tell me what you think, that production is very much like when you're in here, you all have to act like a family and everything's great and blah, blah, blah. And you all love each other, especially like towards the end, like we're all going to miss each other. We all love each other when really, I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah. Did you see the clip of Kenzie with Parmita on After Sun?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
You don't love me. She's like, yeah, you're right. I don't. And I was like, get it, Kenzie. I was happy for Kenzie in that.
I mean, I think Parmita was like super fake on the
Totally.
show.
Yeah. The reunion is going to be interesting, but it sucks that they let so much time pass between now and the reunion.
When is the reunion?
Like August 31st or something?
Well, it's time enough for them to break up.
I guess. Yeah. Maybe they're waiting for that after Villa juicy gossip, which there's some.
Okay, what you got?
Well, first, on a happy note, Trinity and Kada showed off their new gorgeous hair from a place in LA.
I saw Kata's. That is a lot of hair.
It's a lot of hair. She looks gorgeous,
Yes.
but she got the glam up for sure. After they did them so dirty, so Sincere and Melanie's date and Zach and Kata's final date.
I want the jet ski.
So terrible. And everyone got it. Like, you're not going to be boyfriend, girlfriend. This is the you're going to get for your date.
Right. Bad hair and some sandwiches that probably taste like crap.
Did you see the one spoof of someone like delivering Jimmy John's? I got an order for Zeta and Cac. No. They're at the red boat across the street in the swamp. Can you like wrap it in a rope so it looks fancy? And they're sharing it.
That's funny. I wonder if they were pissed. Hopefully we'll hear about it.
You could see her face, like when she was calculating that the girl at Casa left versus him not picking her to come back. She was calculating when Harlan and I and Trinity and Bryce were saying their final dates. You could say she's like, deet, 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 deet.
Yeah.
Like, you could see the gears turning like, okay.
So do you think they'll be together August 31st?
Who knows?
Also, he is definitely the guy that's going to get a million DMs and he's going to think he can get someone better. So I don't think so. But I do think he'll try to wait it out to get some product deals.
Endorsements. Yeah. He's like a poor man's West Wilson.
Any other gossip on them?
Yes. It's terrible. Sincere's family was watching live on TikTok. Well, first of all, his mom was in Fiji, but she didn't go to the villa. Did you see that? She was at the table when they were all eating. So for some reason, she didn't go. But the family was on this TikTok live watching the show saying that Trinity's sister was ghetto. And then they said Anaya was like shredded really bad.
Meaning what? Like she had a big head?
Probably like big shoulder. I don't know.
Who was saying this? Mom?
I think sister, dad more. I don't know.
And the ones that were showed were dad, brother.
On the show, yeah.
Right. Okay. Ew, that's gross.
Gross. Like really gross, terrible. So everyone's like, once Melanie sees that, she'll be done. Let's see.
Yeah, right. She's not ever going to be done.
Yeah.
And he is also going to get a million DMs.
Yeah, he's not a good dude.
I don't think he's smart enough, though, to be like, let me wait it out for better brand deals.
I agree. He'll screw it up. He'll be like Amanda. I could have the Ariana Madix treatment, or I could date West Wilson and go to weddings in Italy and Montana. Ew, did you see their pregnancy spoof?
Yes, I did. Gross.
So tacky. Somebody commented, "Why didn't she just steal the ice cream and pickles from Sierra's fridge?"
She's really putting out, like, the worst version of herself, and she thinks it's funny, and it's just not at all.
But she said in her story, "This is how much I care."
So they are out of summer house, but coming back. She's coming back to the city, we think.
We'll see.
Did you ever listen to Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald? So she was saying we've talked about this before, and I agree, like, the only redemption for her is, like, if she is pregnant, like, maybe the girls in the city will be like, "Oh, we're pregnant too. We're new moms too." But God, I
Yeah,
hope she doesn't get pregnant.
Danielle, Yvonne, and Lexi all pregnant. Yeah, maybe. My God, West is a like, give me that.
Yeah. All right, any other gossip? Jackson's publicist.
Jackson is publicist. They're picking cameras up. Nobody needs to see it. Why are we making him relevant?
Well, the only thing I was thinking, we talked about this before we started recording, is pretty positive I saw that Nia and Danny are not coming back. So if that's the case and the whole freaking season was about Danny being the villain, who will be the villain next season? Jax is an easy villain.
They can't ask him back. I just don't see it.
I don't either. I mean, I hope not. And I totally can see Nia and Danny not coming back. Like she basically said, we'll get to it, like she hates everyone on the cast.
Right. Like they're not my friends. So why would my friends treat me like this? And she's like, but they're not my friend. I don't know. And then a little darker news, Anne Marie from Beverly Hills,
Oh,
her husband, I think ex NFL, she was an athlete too, arrested for domestic assault. That sounds really bad.
yeah. And we all know that NFL players have like a million concussions and then they get that rage disorder. So that's scary. I hope she's safe and done with that.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to talk about McBee's?
Let's do it.
Okay. And I think we have some gossip too, but
There's a lot of gossip to weave in.
so I'm going to totally read into this episode.
Okay.
So we start at Casey and Cole's house, which is freaking stunning.
Yes and no. It's just in the middle of nowhere and it's this modern house and there's like no vegetation or trees or landscapes. It looks
Right.
like the Bluth's home from Arrested Development, like this back home.
I think they just finished building it, but it's still a beautiful home. How are they affording this home? And how are they affording this $35,000 ring he gave her?
Enter some gossip.
Yes, throw that in.
Apparently, Cole and Jesse are now facing a lawsuit that's to be tried in 2027 that involves hiding or trading property deeds to avoid paying McBee Sr.'s penalties. Yes.
What?
Yes. And he was on Watch What Happens Live and he was kind of like, Andy said, "Oh, you guys are good." And he was like, "Well, it's day by day. This is Cole." And Andy said, "Oh, but you sold a bunch of the farm for $7 million, I thought." And Cole was like, "Yeah, that helped a lot, but today's better than yesterday, and yesterday was better than last year." Steve McBee Jr. also said they're all quitting because of all the bullying from Bravo fans. He
That
said
they're
they're all
quitting the show?
Yeah, that they're all quitting.
Most likely because they're all going to prison, including Galena. I mean, this is ridiculous. So last week, when we didn't recap, we saw this ugly side of Jesse that has never been shown in season 1 and 2 of him being just a total drunk a-hole.
Because he was your favorite, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought so. He's a cutie, but no, not anymore.
I mean, last week's episode, I was like, this guy is just like the others, like just such a dick. And there is rumors that he's cheating on Allie or is having an affair. Right. And in this episode, they talk about how he's never home. Like he sleeps at the farm. She sleeps in the city, doesn't spend a lot of time with his daughter. I was like, what is going on here? And does he have more of a problem with alcohol? I think they all have a problem with alcohol, except Steve Jr., who is too busy working out bodybuilding to drink.
Yeah, looking at himself in the mirror.
So anyway, we start with their house and Allie and Steve come over and bring a potbelly pig as a present for Casey and Cole's engagement. And she's like, this is disgusting. Get this thing out of here. It takes a shit in the house.
We know a thing or two about that, don't we?
We do. Joanne and I did have a potbelly pig in one of our house in Oneonta. Our roommate had one. And did it live in the house for the whole semester? Did it make it the whole semester?
I think it made it a month, maybe.
A month.
But they lived upstairs and the pig couldn't go down the stairs. So she had to carry it and it would squeal.
Real. Oh my God.
so loud when it was carried. So she would just keep it outside. And then, like, the little kids next door would hold an umbrella over it when it was raining. So we put it in the basement, but we didn't respect the bylaws of the lease.
Yeah, there was sewage in the basement. Meanwhile, this was our favorite house ever. It was a total shithole dump, and we loved it. And we would bring people home from the bars to be like, "Come look at the pig."
The best was the tough guys who were petrified of the pig curling up in the corner of the couch, like, keep it away from me. You're like, it's just a pig.
Oh gosh, but then it went to live on a farm, right?
It did. And it lived a long life and it got freaking huge. Hamilton.
Oh, I was gonna say, what was the name of it? Oh, Hamilton,
Shout
okay.
out to Kara.
Well, thanks, Kara, for sharing that pig with us.
Lifelong memory and endless source of entertainment
Entertainment.
stories.
So, do you think, okay, kind of along the lines of the pig, she walks in, she's disgusted right away, Casey. We know she is pregnant again. Do you think at this point she was pregnant and had the first weeks of pregnancy, like, I'm going to throw up, get this pig out of here? It's hard to tell if she's pregnant already when filming, but I think she was.
Because she's pretty pregnant now.
Yeah.
Along those lines, apparently Cole and Kate, what's her name? Casey, right?
Casey?
They were not exclusive and they were screwing around. He got another girl pregnant and offered her 50 grand to abort the baby.
Okay, wait. Timeline. Is this prior to Casey's
Yeah.
pregnancy?
No,
Okay.
well, she was pregnant at the same time. So she was pregnant with their baby.
No.
The other girl was pregnant and he bribed her, whatever. She said no. She ended up losing the baby anyway. But the mom allegedly forced the paternity test anyway. Yeah. And then Casey and Cole were terrible to the girl, like calling her a whore, and like all these things,
My God.
allegedly. And Casey was pregnant prior to their baby, Cole, a
Okay.
third baby. And
She got an abortion, right?
yes, Cole's mom forced her to get an abortion or something because it wasn't Cole's.
I saw that.
Well, I mean, look at if they're both, at least she's fooling around too. I don't know. I know that's not the right way to look at it, but at least they were mutual in their straying and not her just home pregnant with him.
This is a family call, and also, this just makes me sick because they should not be together, and then they stage this whole, like, super sweet engagement with the whole family looking on fondly when all of you know this should not happen. This is a freaking train wreck. No way. Even, like, Jesse's Allie was, like, kinda crying, but I think Allie just wants Casey around 'cause to have a friend within the cult.
Of them, because even Casey said to Allie at lunch, like, I don't know if I can navigate this without you, but you deserve to be happy.
Yeah. Do you think Allie's looking for a way out? Like, how do I get out of this family?
Think so. I mean, she doesn't have beef tallow steak or whatever. Beef tallow.
All right, so we'll get there. So let's just back up a little bit. So we see Masha drop off some chicken feed to Allie. So Masha needs someone to film with, and so we have Steve Jr.'s stupid girlfriend, well, smart girlfriend actually, film
Girlfriend.
with her ex-girlfriend. So she was asking her all these questions. She's like, "How did you like land here in Missouri?" And she's like, "My ex-husband was from here." So I think Masha and Galena were like mail order brides in the middle of nowhere and met each other and became friends.
Yeah, I could see that.
Also, I was reminded today when I was reading something that Galena started out as Steve and Christy's housekeeper. So, how she became CFO of this dynasty, either she self-taught herself, or maybe she had a degree in Russia or the Ukraine and couldn't get a job here and was
Yeah.
whatever. But this is just craziness. And how she is not in prison. I think they're only saying we've accepted her in family and like being really kind to her is because she's still protecting Steve. Also, wouldn't they want to be like, you go to prison too, also? Like, get out of here.
I don't know, but they were, I don't know, I'm jumping ahead, but the scene where the brothers were kind of bitching about her, they're like, she's going to this fashion opening, she's going to that fashion opening. Like, shouldn't she be here taking care of the business? Our dad's about to go away. Like, what is she doing?
Well, I think she was so invested in the business because she thought it was gonna be her and Steve Senior together, this power couple, and those dreams are fading fast, and so I think she's like, "What's another way for me to, like, make money?" She's trying to be like an influencer now and, like
Yeah, did you see the video of her with Julia from Miami?
yes, I did. I was like, "Well, start at the bottom."
Another Russian farm owner, let's go.
But she hustles, like, we are watching the hustle of, like, what's gonna happen with Steve gone and I'm out of the picture, and how am I gonna make money?
Also, and I wish I could give credit, I don't follow it, so it didn't come back up on my feed, but McBee Senior is gonna be on a podcast. They interviewed him from jail.
Oh,
2 women, I'd not heard of them before. He talks about the Halloween party and how it was his Halloween party.
so he was there?
He was definitely there. He was, like, in they showed him a little bit.
Yeah, he was at the engagement also.
Yep, and he doesn't want Masha filming without him. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know when it's gonna be released. I'm sure it'll be back on my feed and my algorithm so I can give the proper credit, but that'll be interesting to hear from him because I've only seen the first episode of season 1, so I don't really know this man, only from legend I know.
Well, also, I noticed in this past 2 episodes that Jesse is starting to look like him, and Jesse was, like, the hottest, and I was like, "Oh god,
I
you're starting
totally
to look like
agree.
your dad, ew."
I noticed it on this last episode as well.
Well, then wasn't Cole on Watch What Happens? I thought he said that his dad's getting, like, released a little bit early. Is that right?
I think so. I think they
I
did say
thought when
that.
you served federal time, like, there was no early, but maybe
These are so overcrowded, like, who knows?
gross. Okay, so Jesse and Allie, everyone's coming to their house for taco night. Steve and Allie bring this stupid game over so Allie and Jesse can communicate better. This game was gross. I don't need these sex games on TV. I don't want to hear about how long Cole lasts in bed. And then they talk about this challenge that Casey and Cole did to get closer, and they had sex 10 days in a row. I was like, "My god, that sounds horrible."
Yeah.
Jesse and Allie are looking at each other like, "Huh?" Like,
They have a little kid, like, maybe when you're in your 20s and you're first starting out, whatever's first dating, but you have an infant that you have to take care of.
they both looked at each other like, "We haven't touched each other in, like, months, and actually we hate each other, so this is not gonna work." Like, you see him, like, really disliking her,
Yeah.
which is so sad. They have so much history. I mean, I hope when they break up, they can remain friends.
Yeah.
But it sounds like Christy is super controlling, and so that would be interesting to watch that all play out, with Christy being an ex-mother-in-law.
Yeah. And then she reveals that, "Oh, by the way, I stopped taking my birth control."
I know, he was pissed. The look on his face was like, "What?"
It's kind of wild because, like, you don't keep that a secret if you're intimate, you know?
Well, then he said, "We haven't had sex, so I guess it doesn't matter."
Did he say that? I
Yeah,
didn't catch that.
so it would
Alright.
have to be like a miracle.
Got it. Alright.
I don't know. I hope for her sake she gets out.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so let's get to the tallow. This tallow,
Made from kidney fat, I learned today. Maybe not all of tallow is from kidney fat, but that's what she's using from the farm.
when she was showing Gally how she makes it, and she's like, it smells." I was like, "Oh god, I can't even imagine what beef kidney fat smells like." This is hard to tell if this was Casey and Steve Jr.'s idea together, if it was Casey's idea first and she pitched it to him, or she pitched to him and he was like, "Yeah, this is a dumb idea, whatever, I'll just let her do it." Like, it's hard to understand who was the originator.
I agree.
Also, when she said, "I put 12K of my own money into it," where did this 12K come from? Is this you and Cole's 12K? Is it 12K from the show? Is part of it earned from the farm? Like, that could be messy too. Like, what's 12K of your own money, Casey? But also, Steve Jr. trying to come in and make it so that he and his girlfriend have a more percentage combined.
She's known her for a minute,
Yeah.
and apparently the Allie Jr.'s girlfriend said, "I never asked for that percentage. I had no idea that's what he was pushing for."
I kinda believe it because she does have a lot on her plate, and she also would be like, "Well, this is weird. I've known you for, like, a day." And even Casey, who's not that bright, is like, wait, what? Like that math doesn't math. I mean, how much money do you think this beef tallow is going to make? He's like, we could make this so big. I mean, this is a narcissist, grandiose, future faking. We could blow this up. It could be amazing. I'm like, I don't
It
think
feels like the new car wash. Like, oh, these car washes are the future. That's what's going to happen. Now that didn't work. So we're like, this beef tallow, there's no way a skin
no.
cream is going to save the farm.
And he's like, we could see it in Target. And like, no, dude. And where are you going to get all the money to create this beef tallow
Empire?
empire? It was just so stupid.
Kind of. But I love Tessa. She's the MVP for sure.
Yes, she keeps it sort of real. Well, she tries to play nice with everybody. It looks like in the previews they're fighting over who's going to be in charge of the farm. Jesse looks like he gets meaner, and the boys are at the strip club, or the girls too. Boys go to the strip club night, and the girls do.
It looked like they, I don't know.
And then Allie, Steve Jr.'s girlfriend, asks him if he's been inappropriate with Casey.
Yeah. I mean, talk about manufactured
You think that's just fake.
storyline. Totally.
Gross. I love the show though. I mean, they've got so much going on.
Yeah, but that'll be interesting if they all are really quitting and the show's over. Who knows?
So much corruption.
You think if Cole was just on Watch What Happens Live, knowing that he has a pending lawsuit and that's going to come out, like, it seems like they're kind of invested if he's
Well,
doing that.
also, they have to make money somewhere. This is their only source of income at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. One more season, please, where we can all see them get indicted. That'd be good. Okay. The City season finale. What did you think? I mean, I think this show is going to get another season just because I think Andy likes Kyle.
Great. Is he an executive producer? Or Kyle is, I know.
Kyle is, yeah.
Does Andy have say, though, if he's not a producer? I don't know that he does.
In some shows he does, and some he doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, his stupid single mom card, blah, 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 blah.
I kind of feel like that was produced.
Totally.
Like, Lindsay, you're going to get mad. You're going to have a fake fight. It was really annoying.
And then on Watch What Happens Live, Kenny and Whitney were on and they did like a game where they wrote down their answer and the other had to guess. And they said, who's the most annoying? And Kenny had to guess what Whitney said. And she wrote down Georgina and Lindsay. So now Lindsay, she's going to go off. Like, it's just going to be a whole stupid feud again. I mean, I like Lindsay. She's good TV, but she doesn't belong on Summer House, and they need to do better on In the City, I feel like, with the storyline.
Can't they put her on The Real Housewives?
Housewives of New York, yeah.
Did you see the Florida Legacy House, New York, filming in Florida went so well that they're bringing them back?
Picking up cameras in
Picking
New
up
York.
cameras.
Yeah, I did see that. And that Ramona posted a picture with her and her daughter, and she photoshopped herself, and her daughter ended up looking like she was 55, 60 years old.
Danny Pellegrino talked about this on his podcast, and or no, maybe it was Heather McDonald on Juicy Scoop, and she probably said to Avery, I'm going to like touch myself up in this. And Avery, do you want me to? And Avery's like, no, Mom, I don't care. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to do it for myself. And just like, yeah, throws her daughter onto the bus, makes her look like way older. I would like to see the New York ladies, even though they're totally not politically correct in a lot of ways. But I don't want to see Kelly. I do not want to see Kelly. I don't know how she even got in there. Get her out.
Did you hear about her bad car accident?
Yes, I just saw that. It was a head-on collision.
Yeah. In a Uber, turned into the Pinellas Trail. Like, I know it well. I don't know which area they were in, but first of all, there's no cars on the Pinellas Trail, so I don't know. But yeah, it looked pretty bad. But she's apparently going to have a YouTube series with the chef that's going to come to her like multi-million-dollar listings and cook, and it'll be like documented on YouTube. That's why those two were together.
Oh, I didn't know if that was her boyfriend or what.
No, I think he's just a chef.
Okay. A chef or a cook?
A celebrity chef, quite actually.
Okay, how do we get on this?
I don't know. In the City.
I mean, I don't know. They have this Friendsgiving that they had to cook. why, and then they had it in this banquet hall and Kyle was DJing.
That wasn't no, that was at their house still. That was at the house that they rented.
Yeah, the farmhouse.
Yeah.
But the downstairs or wherever they li it looked like a banquet
See,
hall.
it has a, like, event space. It must
Yeah,
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I the whole thing was a snooze, if I'm being honest, except Gavin sucks. I don't like him.
same. I mean, the only thing that kinda landed was the fall fashions, which I totally miss living here in
Yeah.
Texas.
I do love with this and even Next Gen a little bit, but in the city, like, seeing New York City. I love the clips of New York City throughout the day 'cause I miss it
Yeah,
so much.
especially, like, on beautiful days.
Yes.
So, I think they'll pick it back up, but hopefully they're gonna get rid of some cast members and add some new ones.
Yeah, because I mean, what about the clip of Amanda saying we should double date with her and West, Sally and Kyle?
Kyle they confuse me, Amanda and Kyle. Like, sometimes they can be, like, business partners and, like, what's good for the show, and other times they're like, "I absolutely hate you. You ruined my life." Like, I think that was her pitching, like, "This would be a great scene,
Maybe.
on In the City next year."
Freaking Sally. Sally, Ava, like Kyle, Sally, everyone just fucking chill.
I mean, I could see him more with Sally than Ava.
Definitely.
Are you watching Next Gen NYC?
I'm not.
I'm 3 episodes into this season. It's decent. It's getting its groove.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I don't know why. I think because Big Brother's like Love Island just ended. Now it's Big Brother. I at the World Cup. Like it's too much.
Okay, so we talked about Big Brother, and I tried to watch an episode. Kat and I sat down and watched episode 1, and I was like, "I just can't do it. I really hate Julie Chen. I cannot with these stupid games.
Episode 1 is bad.
I don't think I could get past this."
It's interesting because there's a ton that's going down on the live feeds, which they usually don't open until a week or 2 in, but they open it up and then, so many people online summarize for you, which is great. But then when you see the actual edited show, like they definitely cut the live feeds to keep the integrity of the show that they're trying to tell. Like the episode last night, I thought was really good with how the dynamics in the house are shifting and who's lying to who and who's backstabbing. I think it's actually going to be a good season. And usually by now, I'm like, it's so slow. I can't get into it. But I think Dee's playing a great game. Angela's a cuckoo bird. And, I don't know. I think it's fun.
Do like that they're incorporating more neurodivergent people on these casts, which I think is very cool.
Yeah.
So I did like that part, but maybe I'll jump back in like a week. I don't know. And this is on what, 3 nights a week?
Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then sometimes they'll do a filler episode in between. It's kind of like After Dark for Love Island. They have like a talk show kind of thing and they'll show some clips and it's with Derek who won, Taylor who won, Jerry O'Connell, I guess, is just going to be on it
Okay.
again. So we'll see.
If I could just mute Julie Chen, and Kat's like, "Why does she talk so slow?"
I hate her as much as you do. The Chen bot.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the Valley. How many episodes of this do we have left? How much more torture do we need to sit through with the show?
No, but Danny's a victim. That's what I took from this episode. The poor guy.
Yeah, so I read again that I think Danny and Nia are gonna be off the show. People online are coming for Lala for going after him, which pisses me off. Like I said, I have a lot of Lala in me and Janet in me, where if I see something happening, I have to call it out. People are like, "She's the voice of production or production's telling her to do it." It's so freaking obvious. And, she's an advocate for women. Like, hello, this is happening right in front of our faces and we're just not going to say anything. And I like how she reduces him to like filth in front of his face because he is awful. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come back, but hopefully for Nia's sake, they do so that people are looking after her.
Yeah,
This
poor thing.
whole stupid vasectomy storyline.
My God. Kudos to this guy when he was like, I'm great. Kudos to me. He wanted an epidural when he was I can feel that. He's like, oh my God, this man is so awful. He's so awful.
I just hope in my heart that none of these kids wind up looking anything like him because that would be tragedy.
He does. What was he on? The vampire show or the zombie? Like he looks like his brow is all furrowed.
Bunched up. Yeah, I hope they don't get any of his traits, actually.
And Danny said, I like to be cared for, but she has to go
Yes.
work and I should be cared for. And then Schwartz was like, the voice of reason in the episode, validating Janet and saying, like, stop minimizing what she's saying. And so, what if she said it later than you wanted her to? Like, I'm like, okay, I like Janet and I like Schwartz and I like Lala. What's happening with this show?
It surprises me how very articulate Schwartz can be at times, and he uses large vocabulary. Like, there is an intelligent man in there. I saw a clip of him on Carl's podcast. Did you see? It was kind of ironic because he was talking about his brother's addiction.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
I was like, well, what about yours? But anyway, his isn't as severe as his brother's. I guess his brother's is really bad.
Yeah.
So he is the light of the show right now. And Michelle.
Show. Lala, 7 years sober. Good for her. It's a huge
Really? I mean, that's
accomplishment.
huge.
I was wondering, I'm like, are they going to drink at this dinner? And they did.
Can we go back to they came over because they have to put her dog down? That was so sad. I liked all the pictures of her with the dog.
Cute dog, clearly a rescue.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah, that was sad. Then Jasmine and Melissa's engagement party.
I'm glad there's more focus on these two. I feel like we hardly know them. It's hard to be invested in their wedding. I don't really feel like I know them.
Yeah, that's fair. And I feel like that's the producer's fault.
Yeah, like show us more of who
Right.
these
They
women
seem like
are.
the healthiest couple there.
Clearly.
I don't know. And then poor Jason. I mean, does he like not get paid because he can't be in the episodes? What's happening? Because he just showed up and he's sitting on the couch with his crutches. I felt bad for him.
I know. And he is one of the nicest people on the cast.
Right. Janet needs him. They're all attacking her.
I mean, maybe just they don't need the money like Brittany does. Brittany's like, I will be at everything no matter how much pain I'm in. Is he a lawyer, right? Maybe he has a great law practice.
Wow.
Yeah. Brittany was actually looking better this episode.
Yes. The photo shoot. I don't know if that was the preview for next week, but she looked amazing.
Yeah, I think that was the preview. And she's so sweet too. Like, she's really like a sweet, sweet person, at her core. She likes to love on people and throw this party for the two of them. And what do you think about Kristen and Luke? They seem to be getting along in this episode.
Yeah, I think Kristen was like, we gotta stir up the drama to stay on. I don't know. Because it just didn't seem like Luke's character to act the way he was acting, like complaining.
In which scene? Or just in
like all,
general?
like all of them this season, just being like, "Meh, want more sex? Meh, you're mean to me," and like it just seemed like Kristen was saying, "We need a storyline. Like, be a dick to me."
I don't know. Kristen is a real asshole and she is so over the top. Any woman in menopause, horrible, but Kristen in menopause is like so bad. So I think he was literally drowning.
I don't disagree, but I don't know. And then like even Schwartz saying, "What did Janet do to you, Kristen? Like, why?"
I think Kristen is jealous of Janet. I don't know for about what, but I think she's jealous of her. I'd have to go back to season 1 to watch why. Because now, we all like everybody, the whole world hates Janet, but I think there's something about Janet and Jason or something that Kristen is envious of.
Yeah, it's annoying.
But Kristen makes great TV.
She does, she does. But with Zach, like Zach, what did Janet do that was so horrible to you? And they can't answer.
Mm-mm.
It's so weird. And I like Lacey now too.
Okay, I don't.
I like her because she treats Jesse like the way he deserves to be treated.
Okay, in terms of being a reality star cast member that treats him badly, okay. But I don't like her because I don't think she has any integrity. Like, I think she's just using him to get screen time on a show. And I think she's so Orange County.
Yes, I guess the red flag would be that she auditioned for Housewives more than once, I think, did she say?
Speaking of, did you see the first episode of season 20?
I didn't.
Okay, so I unfortunately watched it. These women, I'm like, who dresses these women? We are 20 seasons in. Who are their stylists? It is so awful.
Oh
what
my
they
God.
wear or what they think they can wear at their age. I was like, you ladies cannot be wearing this. Like, take a lesson from New York. Like, no, this is so not classy.
No. Was it like cutouts?
Yeah, and like mini skirts. I'm like, you guys are like 65. Like,
Yeah. California, Florida, like, I
mm-mm.
think even the Florida women dressed classier.
Yeah, they just look so cheesy. And Gretchen, oh God.
She's not back.
Yeah. No, she was at the end. Sorry, I watched the last episode of the last season. So back to the Valley. How many episodes do we have left?
It can't be too many, right?
I can't. I'm suffering inside. I don't want to watch it anymore. That's how I feel.
Yeah, to your point, maybe the wedding will be the finale and that'll be coming up soon. I don't know.
But I also heard like the wedding is going to be next season.
I don't know who is going to carry it if we don't hate Danny the whole show. Like, are we going to have to go back to hating Janet? Come on. Who's
I
going to
don't
be
want to
the
hate
villain?
Janet anymore.
They're
I
picking
do
up
think,
cameras for Jax. That's ridiculous. So,
yeah, I I'm over this show. I want something else to watch. I'm excited the challenge is coming back. Thank God. Is it the beginning of August, the first week?
it is. And then the girls' trip is in August at some point.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I'm wanting reality shows like the McBees where there is like a lot going on and we're not just dragging out one pathetic story.
Yeah, the overproduced, like 20 years of the Real Housewives of Beverly. Like, it's too much.
Yeah. And I heard like they're going to bring back like Gina, like old characters are going to come in for like one episode. I'm like, okay, put a bow on this and wrap it up.
For real.
It was never New York. Nothing. It's just not.
Yeah.
All right. So the challenge, the girls' trip, anything else?
We watched that game show last night where the celebrities are stupid. I forget the name of it. Not the show you want to be like, I forget. It's something about making celebrities look really unintelligent.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
It was pretty good. I'll send it to you. I've seen the advertisements. I'm like, and then we watched a bunch of it and I was like, this is gold.
Okay. Send me. Because you know what
Yeah.
I watched the other night?
Oh boy.
The new version of Little House on the Prairie.
I love to watch Little House on the Prairie sometimes. Was it good? It can't be. How can it beat the original?
It doesn't. So when I was in New York, Steve's cousin, who's a little younger than me, we were talking about how she loves Little House on the Prairie and she still watches the reruns and blah, blah, blah. So I saw the new one on Netflix. I'm like, let me just give this a whirl. And then Kat came in and she watched the second episode. We were just laughing the whole way through it. She's like, Mom, you're so mean. I'm like, it doesn't have the same dramatic punch. And you can't recast a cast like that and retell the story. It just doesn't work.
So it's the same stories,
Yeah, like different, adaptations, but pretty much, the
but
same.
they're settling in the
Yeah,
West and they're poor and
they have nothing. And there is a little more intrigue as to why they left Wisconsin. Like something bad happened
oh, interesting.
and amongst family, and like they can't go back, or it would be bad if they went back.
Huh.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
I remember the age-old debate. Did Mary go blind from the sun going in her glasses? And that's not what happened. She went blind from a disease and the glasses started a fire.
Also, I think this one might be truer to the actual characters in the book because
Okay.
Ma has like red hair, reddish.
Oh,
Mary is not blonde though, which is weird. Mr. Edwards is kind of hot. Remember Mr. Edwards, the drunk friend who adopted Jason Bateman and
the
Kyle
big guy in the
Richards?
overalls?
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Well, in this version, he's hot.
All right.
So yeah, that's all I got.
Johnny Cash did a cameo on Little House on the Prairie. Did you know that? There's
Oh
an
yes,
episode
I
of
remember that. All right. Well, until next week,
Prairie. All right.
cheers to you.
Cheers to me.
See you next time.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Charmingly Toxic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow reality TV junkies. You can connect with me on Instagram at Charmingly Toxic and join the conversation in the Charmingly Toxic Facebook group. This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. While I am a licensed therapist, I'm not diagnosing anyone here. Expect real talk, sarcasm, and a few clinical insights woven in along the way. If you're seeking support for a toxic relationship, please reach out to a licensed therapist or visit my website, dccounseling.org.